Today's subject is the male ego. So I'm gonna get right into it because we have the world's most interesting man in the barbershop today. So at some point, I'm gonna ask him, and I'm gonna have to cut him short a couple of times, but we're gonna try to get him talking. But first, I'm gonna go straight for the question, right? Let's see if I can get a second to jump in there and ask a question without too much going on. Hold on a second. All right, here we go. All right, cool. Okay. Hey, can I ask you a question right quick?
Yes.
Question is, what is the male ego and where does it show up the most in real life?
Sports.
Hold on, you got to he can't hear you without the microphone. This how you know he old. Because he been doing this for years and he looks mic'd up, got the wire hanging from his chest and everything. He like, let me talk to myself. Hey, Kev, how you doing?
I'm fine, Blue. How are you?
Yeah, see, professionalism, you know what I'm saying? Decorum. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy out here.
That niggas done gave him a money.
It be hate like that. Y'all be hating on a brother for doing the right thing, you know what I'm saying? I could have been outside selling drugs, but I'm in here with y'all
I should be
doing podcasts.
by a professional in my green room.
I can't do it because I ain't got a cameraman today. I ain't hit red. I just came over.
Where you at?
I just came through. But all right, so look, question. What is the male ego? How would you define the male ego?
Machismo.
That's not a definition. It's just another word. That's just another word of ego. That's just another word for ego. Like, you know what I'm saying?
What is the male ego? A characteristic that differentiates two different males.
This nigga don't know what ego is.
I repeat. One to be better than the other.
This nigga does not know what ego is. Look at this. He got the I don't knows going on. Give me another I don't know. I don't know. It could be anything. What do you think male ego is?
Ball fade.
A ball fade is it, man?
No, testosterone driven. Men, men want to be the best with everything. They want to be better than you.
That's what I just said.
They want to be better than everybody else.
So the male ego is wanting to be better than everybody else. What up, big dog?
Or they think,
He said
they're
machismo.
better than everyone else.
Or they think.
They think they're better.
It's the belief that you're better than everyone else. That's what we're going to say.
There you go.
Male ego is a belief you're better than everyone else. You mind if I ask you a question, brother? You cool? All right, you can grab this right here. Give me my microphone, Kat. You fired.
Your microphone.
You fired. Give me my damn mic. Hey, what up, brother? How you doing, man? All right, so question is, what is the male ego and where does it show up the most in real life?
Male ego. I think that's the part of the man that wants to be dominant. That
The club.
it's the part of the man that's the wants in life. That's not love. That's not, you know what I mean? Things of that nature. It's the things.
It's the things.
You want to be better.
Oh, it's the wanting of things.
Exactly. I think it's the wanting to be better at those things or be in control of those things in your life. I think.
So where does it show up the
It's
most?
how you view yourself in situations in various relationships. You say where does it show up? Relationship, personal relationship.
Oh, we gonna get there later. Don't be jumping the gun, big dog. We gonna get there. I got some relationship questions. Yeah. So you said show
When
it
do we
does
see
show.
it as men? Sports, relationships, work relationships, personal relationships. I would say those things.
I agree. Definitely in relationships for sure. Oh, I got the microphone. Definitely in relationships for sure. So all right, so that's all. That's both the questions, man. What's your name, man?
Jason.
Jason, I'm gonna come back to Jason. Jason, I appreciate it because you wasn't yelling and shit in the background. He's get on my nerves with these dudes. Hello, homie. All right, here we are. We at the most interesting man.
I'm early.
That's 5 fingers, bro. That's 5 fingers, bro.
That's 4.
Put one down. Grab the microphone so we can have this conversation, man. Crash down.
So
What is the world? What is first off? Why you wear red today?
it's Friday.
Why you wear red today?
It's just red.
You trying to say?
No, I'm not saying anything.
You trying to get busy?
So
What is the male ego? You gotta hold the microphone or we don't hear you.
so first thing you got to talk about is what's the definition of ego. Period. Ego is by definition.
I don't want the definition.
No.
I don't want I want
Let me,
you.
Hey, you let me go through my process. You give me the question and let me answer the way I need to answer. Because the people that are watching, I want them to be very clear about what I'm about to say. So I got to start from the beginning. First, start with the definition of ego. Ego is literally how one perceives themselves.
Man, where
Here.
your facial hair go?
I cut it all off.
Let this man say his definition. We just got to the definition. We
I've been here
bro.
almost 20 minutes. You just now seeing that?
No, I was gonna ask, but I ain't want to ask.
I just cut it all off.
He said he didn't want to talk about it. He said the man came in here like,
His
yo,
ego
we
made
not.
him cut it.
We not.
But back to the subject.
Ignore him.
Back to the subject.
Ignore him.
By definition of what ego is literally an individual's perception of oneself. So how a person perceives himself is going to play in how big or how small their ego is. Male ego, I mean, it really depends. I mean, some people have their ego inflated based on like things like, say, for example, like the traits that they know that they have that are plus over other people, and others will have their ego inflated based on accomplishments or anything like that. Or there's a lot of factors that play in.
Brother, this is too long of an answer. You gotta give me a two-sentence answer. Nah, I don't want a long-ass answer. I want to ask other people. What the fuck is an ego, bro? You gotta give me 2 sentences and let me get the fuck on, because this is too much.
But think about how many people in your audience.
I don't care about Professor Ego. I care about you giving me two sentences.
This is your ego.
This is me managing this damn podcast. I am not sitting here listening to a professor break down. Men have an ego. Ego starts with an E, and an E is in the alphabet. No, nigga, what is an ego?
Think about how many people out there probably didn't know the definition.
Now they know that you talk a lot.
Right.
Now let's get this fucking damn ego 2 sentences.
So, prime example, you got an ego.
Damn right.
Because you want to be in control of everything, but the
Oh,
thing
no,
is,
I'm in control of this podcast.
But the problem-
I'm in control of this podcast.
But here's the problem.
Commercial break me, please.
You ask me a question, I'm trying to give you an answer, but because you don't like the way I'm presenting this answer,
Yes.
you're injecting your ego into the
Oh,
situation.
no.
Yes,
I'm being comical and asking you to harry it along. But I'm asking you to harry it along.
But your ego is at play.
No.
It is.
I let you talk an extended amount of time, and then I said, hey, answer the question. Then you answered the question for an even longer amount of time, and now I'm saying in a jokingly way to keep it funny and engaging. But I need you to cut it down.
But you want me to answer
But
the
I don't
question.
want you to take too long where I can't ask you questions. I need you to answer the question a little sooner so I can move over to scrapes.
But
His ego
you're-
won't allow him.
We 10 minutes into the podcast,
But
and
you're-
you've been
but-
talking for 9.5.
But once again, yeah, I mean,
Not that damn long.
You can't be
As
objective.
wait, what is the moderator supposed to do? A moderator is supposed to move things along, right? I'm moderated. I'm moderated.
But if you want to play like,
I'm moderated.
But if
I
you
ain't like it ain't. Look, we
but
got
if you wanna
about 2
play-
more. We
but
got
if
about
you
2 more
gonna-
minutes.
But if you're gonna
His
play,
ego is
but
showing how he's more important by answering and
But-
and the way he's
Yo,
answering.
this ego chat, this ego battle, y'all got
well,
Oh no, this is just us doing the
Watch
thing we do in the
this.
barbershop
So-
where we
so-
antagonize
so
me for trying to run shit.
So-
but answer the question quicker so I can move on to the next person.
So if you're gonna moderate, that should have been something you should have said up front.
I
would've
did.
Cut it down.
That's
You
the
did
first
not.
thing I
You
said.
did not. You just asked me the question.
Don't define
But
it.
okay,
I did.
now
Don't define ego. Tell me how to moderate.
male ego. Male ego. It varies. I mean, it depends on what it is and what arena you want to talk in. I mean, it could be from what they do at their job to what they do, from a day-to-day basis, the experiences they have and whatnot. I mean, it could be a lot of things. A male ego will come into play at any given moment. You never know what it's going to be.
Where does it show up the most?
Huh?
Where does it show up the most?
Shoot, it's just when you start questioning a man's manhood, that's where it really pops up. Manhood as a whole. When you start asserting that, when someone tries to assert their manhood or question a person's manhood, their ego is going to get in the way of that situation.
So male ego, if you had to give me a single sentence from what you just said, how would you surmount everything you just said into a sentence? What is a male ego?
Basically, male ego is a distraction.
A distraction, and it shows up the most when
When someone
a man's manhood is threatened.
when it is not just threatened but questioned.
Okay.
Question and threaten are two different
We're
things.
gonna come back. We're gonna come back to that.
All right.
We're gonna come back to that. I just need to understand what your definition is. Scrapes. You can't even answer this for real. Can you clip it? Yo, first off, my man's waves is official. I want you to understand something. Like, did he cut that in, or you just came here with the waves like that? That's solid. Solid. Okay, we're doing work. He said the male ego was unnecessary, and he said that the male ego comes into play whenever a man's masculinity is questioned or poked at. I'm out at you because Scrape's saying I can't. You put this on? I was trying to skip him, tired of being on this side of the room. Here you go, man. Scrape said, I don't want to get skipped.
Nah, I don't like being last, man. I don't like being last. Because then you go up there, you got to come all the way back down here and then you last.
How do you define the male ego, and where does it come in to play the most? I can tell y'all missed me at this joint because I was out of control today.
Male ego is pride. It's pride, man.
Oh man, it's your pride. You know what? I'm talking to the right one. It's pride. It's pride scrapes. Does it make you do things?
Make you do things you don't want to. It make you do things you do want to.
But you probably shouldn't.
You should. You should.
Where does it come into play the most?
Oh man. Probably when two males are arguing. Everything.
You think male ego? You think when a man? So when a man's
Yeah, everybody want to be right. Every man want to be right. Everybody want to be wrong.
that's pretty solid, my man. That's pretty solid. Scrapes. Sound like you got a lot of experience with ego, bro. You might be a specialist.
I feel like your podcast is like directly to it. I feel like you're in church. You ever go to church and like the
pastor talking and everything he's saying.
You feel like that shit go right to you.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Your podcast have been like a pastor giving a sermon.
Honestly, it's about me. I be going through stuff. I be coming in here and digging it, stealing stuff from your brains. But yeah, let me go ask what you call. Let me move on
You
down.
want me to bring Blues Eagle out?
Nah, Cam, we don't want to drink your coconut milk.
Yeah, I'm drinking that regardless.
Show, you haven't had your little show in a minute.
Yeah, Phil. Phil, go ahead, clip that right there. Clip that right there. Young Phil, I'm gonna ignore him because he ain't about to have me upset. Like, look, I'm in a peaceful state of mind. I don't get upset. I be out here killing it. All right, so Phil, what is the male ego?
What is male ego?
Z, I'm gonna come to you in a second, bro. Hold on. What is the male ego, and where does it show up the most?
Well, the male ego is an emotional attitude that comes out, especially around.
You might have to put it high because your joint dipping forward, like you recording the back of his head.
Yeah.
Especially around females, just looking or somebody you like that. If you're having a conversation with somebody and
The male ego is about a female?
most times, some females watching and
Oh, that's where it comes up the most in life. Is when females watching, dudes trying to look manly.
trying to look good or something.
You be doing that, bro? You be doing that,
I've
bro?
seen that before.
You won't be doing it? Nah, ain't
Not
you?
no more, nah.
Not no more? You retired? Retired eaglets.
So on that, you trying to just be the best of something. You know, the ego comes out, somebody doing something, you know, you could do it better, so your ego shows up just to show somebody off.
Okay. No, I like that. Okay. All right. Let me ask Sean right quick. I ain't got my microphone, so I gotta run around, clip everybody up. Huh? I can't hear you anyway. No, I can't hear you. Like they can't hear you on the camera. The microphone over here, so you gotta clip it for them to hear you. I can hear you, but the pod can't hear you.
Say I don't have a whole lot for it on this one, man.
On the male ego?
Yeah, man. I think it's a slippery slope. You know, and I think the interpretation of ego isn't. We haven't solidly defined it because everyone's understanding could potentially be a little differently.
Telling me. Now you telling me. I heard the longest definition of ego I ever heard in my life 2 seconds ago.
So what has been defined the ego?
I don't think anybody really has an understanding. They all just said when it shows up, like, you know, it sounds like one man said it was unnecessary. Another guy said it's when you're trying to prove that you're right. It's pride. I think the best one was pride. Scrapes put it as pride. I think that was the closest one that I could like say is like kind of more on. It's pride. But how would you define it? Like, what is a male ego? I think pride is pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I think, I don't know, man. I gotta really think about this one.
Really?
Yeah, I do. So I don't want to admit that you, and I think that pride is like a byproduct. That's of your ego.
What's the difference between confidence and ego?
I think confidence is built. I guess the ego can be built too, but confidence is to me is a certainty in your abilities and being able to perform or do something, or even to know something. I'm confident that that's good, right? Because I can see it, I can observe it, and all of that. But your ego, I think your ego can kind of misguide you. I think one is more like it's fluid, it's active, it's alive. It can misguide and guide.
Where your confidence, it just is what it is. Like, you know, if you're not good at something, but then let's take boxing, for example. How did you learn how to jab?
Practice.
And then you got confident at it, right?
Yeah.
Your ego is telling you today you're not good at it. But after 1,000 jabs later, the ego is now telling you that you're good at it. Why is your ego telling you two different things at two different times? It's speaking off your confidence, right? And then now your ego can step in and say, you know, let's have a little bit more pride in it. And now let's sit up here and say you're the best jabber of all time. Now your ego is now inflated.
So what exactly is the ego?
Say that again?
So what exactly is the ego? Because you said it's telling you. You said it's telling you, and it's like talking to you. Like, is the ego like an extra persona?
You know, I've read up on this a little bit, and I think it's different for different people. Sometimes people develop an ego as a defense mechanism because as a child they were left unattended and weren't protected, so they had to develop an ego, gangsterism, or in one example, or something else in another example, to help give them their protection because they didn't have an adult or a parent present to help guide them through that difficult time. So they kind of made up this alter ego or the alter, state of mind to help guide them and comfort them. So I think in that time of need, their ego was necessary. But when you became an adult and you can compartmentalize certain things, you didn't, like right now, somebody stepped
It's really low. You need to put it up higher on your shirt. Put it up higher on your shirt.
If somebody stepped on your shoe now, you probably handle it differently 20 years ago. 20 years ago, you probably be ready to fight.
Accidentally stepped on the joint or like purposefully? Because I don't think that's changed very much. Accidental step, it'd be the same. Accidents are accidents. That never bothered me. Disrespect bothered me.
There's some people that maybe 20 years ago, they would feel like they were threatened by certain actions.
So do you think that that men confuse ego with masculinity? Because that's, a lot of the things I heard was like, men like to be right. Men like, like it was all about, I said male ego, but it was like, do you think that that masculinity and ego some kind of get convoluted, get kind of confused with each other?
Masculinity is just the ability to be a man.
I'm not talking about for you. I'm talking about in general.
That's what masculinity is.
No, I agree with you.
And then now we're going to define the levels of man. So now we're talking about, you can take that and read man, there's two different things. It's like two different topics.
You said what?
It's two different topics, man.
Yeah, of course.
Masculinity and ego.
I just said that they get confused. Not that I want to talk about masculinity. I'm just saying, do you think they get confused sometimes?
No, I think what is happening is your ego starts to trick you about your masculinity, and then now you're confused. That's what I think happens. I don't think they get it confused. Masculinity and ego is two different things. I could be a man and do or do not have a big ego, and still be a man, and vice versa. I cannot be.
So peep game. That's what I mean by it, right?
Like when the dude hit a female.
I take care of the responsibilities of my house, take care of my family, right? I take care of my family, I protect my family. I protect my family because that's my role, that's what I see as masculine, right? I'm taking care of my family, keeping them safe.
Right.
My ego can make it where I have a split home. I have a split home. The mother of my child lives with another dude, right? My child is in the home with her and her dude as another family, you know what I'm saying? There's a man that's protecting the mother of my child and supposed to protect my child as well. My ego could say that situation makes me less of a man because another man is watching over my daughter.
Well, that's the devil.
I'm just saying ego and masculinity. I don't want to go too, I'm just saying that's where it can get convoluted, right? Where I'm less of a man because another man is watching my child while he's dating the mother of my child.
Because the fact of the matter is, are you not a man? Because, you still do this.
I said less of a man.
You still do this, and this.
Yes. But I'm not doing that at this particular. Say I don't have joint custody. I have partial custody. I see my kid once a month. I see my kid. Majority of her life, she lived with her mom and her new dude, and he's the one that's taking her to and from school. You know what I'm saying? Keeping niggas from knocking on the door. You know what I'm saying? Like he's doing the things that I see a man doing. So I feel like less of a man. That's what I mean by masculinity and ego getting confused. That to me wouldn't be masculine. I wouldn't be less of a man, right? But I feel like my ego could have me feel like less of a man in that situation.
That's more your pride, though.
Yeah.
I don't think. To me, I don't think it touches your masculinity. I think that now we're talking. Now we're diving into pride.
Well, I agree with it doesn't touch the masculinity. I was just giving an example about how ego and masculinity can be confused. I don't agree that that's the scenario. Disagree with what? I was giving a. I was just giving. Oh, you with my hypothetical? Damn, niggas can't even hypothetical no more, man.
It's just like they just don't go together. The statement that you're saying is like, do they get their masculinity and their ego confused? And what I'm saying is, that's not the question. The question is that their pride is being attacked. Period. That's it. That's in the story. Like it's not
Okay.
they don't go together. Like you're masculine, but now we have in that conversation.
I can appreciate the way
we're
you.
now talking about our pride. We're not less or more of a man back when we were handling all this. That's a check. We're masculine. Check. In the story, right?
But yet and still,
Now
men.
we're talking about pride.
But yet and still, men will say that they're less of a man. A man will attack me. A nigga that's taking care of my kid right now would be like, yo, you ain't no real man. I take care of your fucking kid. And attack my masculinity because he's doing some shit he's supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm saying it doesn't take. I'm not telling you it's right, and I'm not telling you that. But every man don't think like you, Sean.
But what I'm
so you
saying
can't
is,
be like, that's not
okay. In actuality, he's
Let me
attacking
talk to
your
the
pride.
kids, man.
In this example, he's
Gotta walk
attacking
like
your
Jordan.
pride. It's not. We're not talking about masculinity no more. We're talking about your
If they
pride.
can play like Jordan,
Now he's attacking your pride.
Yeah,
They're
I agree with
different.
that. No, I agree with that.
Like, am I touching your foot?
yeah, you're fly.
No,
How are we talking about your foot right now and I'm touching
but you
yours?
understand that's your mindset about it. That you can still that everybody doesn't think that way,
No,
and that
I
it's easy
get it.
so
I
it
get
gets
it.
confused in that moment. Like in that moment, it's very hard to differentiate those two things. Like I agree with you, right? But I'm saying that I can understand how a brother can be in that situation and his ego can become inflated, or not, and he can feel like I'm the nigga holding this shit down.
They still saying the wrong word. He's attacking my masculinity. I feel less of a man.
I don't think you have to say that. I think you can just feel that.
You can think, okay, whatever. What we're really talking about is your pride.
Yes.
We're not talking about masculinity. We're talking about your pride. That's the truth. That's the body. We're not talking about masculinity.
Why can't you? Why can't you have both? Why can't your masculinity and your pride be injured in that situation? Why is it only one or the other?
Okay. Are you proud every single time that you go and pay that rent?
Yeah, why the fuck wouldn't I be? Nigga, I work hard for my money.
There are times where you might not be proud. You might just be tired. You might just be exhausted. You might be happy. You might be feeling something different when you go and pay that rent, right?
Yeah.
You can still be masculine, do the masculine things, and not experience pride.
Yeah.
Right. So now we have just detached pride and masculinity while doing masculine things.
Yes.
But what if it's the opposite though?
What'd you say?
What if it's the opposite of he can't play his part? He's gonna feel less masculine.
That's a separate conversation, but I that's one of my other questions, status and respect, right? Because ego, we can go to it though, but like status and respect. Do you think that men feel do you feel like men feel, well, not disrespectful to ego, but is the ego louder when a man's broke? Is the ego louder when a man's broke or when a man's rich? When's the ego loudest? Huh? Yeah. We podding today, baby. We podding today.
I'd probably say rich.
Let me ask somebody else. I'm gonna come back. Hold on. Hey, look.
I got a question.
Podcast extraordinaire over here, boy. We podding today. Don't ask me no questions. You ain't my peoples.
If a female going on you real bad, like she
Right, no, okay, my microphone. I'm holding. Actually, I'm sorry, bro. I apologize.
female going on you.
Hold on. Female going on you. Like, you giving me a scenario right now?
Yeah, scenario.
I don't want a scenario. I'm asking the question already.
This is gonna be pertaining to your question. A female going on you, you ain't this, you ain't that. Nah, I did it, and she poking you like you got a crazy shit going on you. What pops out? Your pride, or your
Hold the microphone.
or your ego comes out when you trying to go on her.
Hold the
Your
microphone.
masculinity, your ego, your pride. What comes out when you trying to get back at her? She's going on you really bad, poking you in the
It depends on
forehead
what. It depends on what she's saying.
she saw you somewhere and you saying it wasn't you.
No, I'm just saying, but it depends on the situation. But
She thinks
I
you're lying
don't.
about something.
But I don't. You're not. No one can hear you.
She think you lying about something.
I got you, but I don't know. But I feel disrespected. I don't know if that's my pride, my ego. Like, I don't know. There's a multiple things.
So what's gonna come out?
A lot of things.
Your masculine, all the above.
But why the fuck you asking me questions on my podcast, nigga? You answer the question.
Because it's pretending to look like.
So what comes out of you?
I'm asking you. So
Nigga, you ain't interviewing me. Give my damn microphone back, nigga. Nah, I was like, why the fuck you trying to interview me, nigga? I tell you straight up and down, listen. No, I don't like the question because I think the question about being disrespected. I wouldn't date a woman that would disrespect me that way. So ego or pride, I wouldn't date a woman that disrespect. I'm just saying, I would end it. I'm just saying, like, what would come out with, it's pride, ego, like, you can't, that's too disrespectful, right? So disrespect triggers multiple emotions. So for me, a woman just yelling at me, screaming at me, poking me in my face, that's not the type of woman I want to be around. So now I gotta as a man, I gotta make a boundary for myself because I wouldn't let a woman get me off my square, but I don't let nobody touch me neither. You know what I'm saying?
Everything shows up.
Yeah. So I would say that scenario is terrible. So I wouldn't want to deal with someone like that. That's a horrible woman. Hey, question, big dog. Scrapes. All right, here, grab the mic. So the question was, is ego louder when a man's broke or when a man's rich? Oh, it's not on. That's not on. Oh, never mind, it is. Is the ego louder when a man is broke or when a man is rich? When is the ego louder? Why? So you think when you have more money, you have like a more... It's okay that I'm interviewing your barber?
Stuff that I neglected for years. My record was
I don't disagree. I think that I can understand that. Do you think that how many relationships you think end because someone couldn't let go of their ego? You think all relationships end because ego don't let go?
Absolutely. I mean, if you cheat because you manage your partner. You're not going to cheat with somebody that has to do it.
Damn, this nigga say he all the time. We don't do no jogging. Do you think a man can apologize to his woman without losing power? In a relationship, he can apologize to his girl. You don't think there's an ego would get in the way of that? You're like, nah, you can do that. You can apologize. Is there anything that's too big to apologize for? Damn, son. You a wise dude, bro. You would think you had all the girlfriends.
I've been in a relationship where I never apologized. We go like 2, 3, 4 days without talking to each other, and then the next day we wake up and act like ain't nothing ever happened.
That's called toxic relationship. You should probably get the hell out of that. Yeah, it's terrible. That sounds like a horrible. Don't teach the kids that. Don't teach the kids that. Have you ever had a situation, you're looking back on your relationships, and you don't got to tell the situation, but has there ever been a time where you feel like you didn't let your ego go? And if you had let your ego go and just apologized, things would have moved to a better place? Like, maybe not the relationship, but like that situation. Where your ego made it worse.
Nah, I don't think I've ever let my ego
I'm about to say, this nigga be lying. This is lying ass. Bro, tell that shit to somebody that don't know you, nigga. I don't believe that shit. All right, let me ask my last joint. Why do you think men, why do men feel like being vulnerable makes them weak?
provider.
Jump all over me for nothing.
You're supposed to be protected. You're supposed to be all these things. My vulnerability, what's your weakness? The long hair, so we can get him out the back. You see him so don't get it wrong. And then turn to the side, and you know he got that clean laser, like yes, and then you like, yo, like, yo, that's right. And he opened the door, he opened the door, like, hey, like, oh, man, this man, that's like, oh, my
I can dig that. Thanks, Grace. Let me get the mic. Run to these next niggas. Look at this man. You know what I'm saying? You all prestigious. All right, we're going to ask the homies. Let me ask you a question, Kev.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, hold this right here.
Okay, I'm gonna hold this right here.
All right, Kev.
Yes, sir.
Why do men feel like being vulnerable makes them weak?
Why do men
Feel like why do men feel like being vulnerable makes them weak?
Man, Blue, that's a hard one, man.
That was a hard question.
Because men in general, don't want to feel weak. They want to feel like they're in control the whole time. So once you lose that control, then I think that's what makes them feel vulnerable, which makes them feel weak.
Why do they feel weak? Why is vulnerability lead to is considered weakness for a man? Like why is not being vulnerable, being like impenetrable, being like unshaken, nothing hurts you, nothing bothers you? Why is that more manly?
Because we're not supposed to be there. We're supposed to be the protectors.
Who told you that?
Huh?
Who told you that in being a protector and a provider that you can never be hurt?
Life.
Do you think that's right?
Huh?
Do you think that's right?
Do I think it's right?
Yeah.
The natural course of life, men are supposed to be the protectors, right? Providers.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess I think it's right. Now, should we have emotions and feelings, and sometimes we can be susceptible to those feelings? Then that's right too.
Has anyone ever checked your ego and you respected it?
I really don't think I have an ego.
Bombastic side eye from the entire
seriously
shop.
though, man, because I
It's
look
crazy.
at life different. I laugh a lot of things off. So
Oh my
hey,
God.
I'm coming. I laugh a lot of things off. You know what I mean? So you could say something to me. Somebody could say something to you and you'll go off.
Kev, let me break this down for you. You know, like now, PG County.
Hold on.
Ego. Yes. Kev Jones. Ego. That's the ego. PG County. Yeah, ego. Tell me I don't got no ego.
Watch the Michael Jordan walk.
Jordan Wall. 23 in the building.
Nah, but seriously though.
He said seriously.
He tried to say he ain't got no ego. I ain't got no serious ego. Nigga, you got an ego? You said you ain't got no ego and everybody cut a side eye that could cut through the universe.
Everybody looked down like hey, you remember
Everything, all the Clippers stopped too. Clippers turned on. Everybody watching the Jordan Wall. Look at the little Jordan Wall. Get out of here. April, can I ask you a question for the pod? I won't put you on camera. I know you won't be on camera. You ain't on camera. You saw.
I like the beard.
Like the bed, I'm looking manly. Like, yeah.
Yeah, you look so mature.
I'm trying to be more mature, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm at a point now where I might have to beat up teenage boys. So I gotta get the beard out so they know I'm an old man. I'm Uncle Blue nowadays.
Baby girl is what?
13, yeah. 13, she actually really cool. We coolin'. We had a little pocket, but we can talk about that off camera. We had a little pocket. It's actually about 2 hours. Straighten that out in 2 hours. 2 hours, just 2 hours. Nah, you know what? Co-parenting is tough on a kid, so we just had to make way to like understand that you can be loyal to your mother and still love your father. You know what I mean? And I don't think those words were ever said to her. And I think that she just needed the space to know that loyalty doesn't mean that you have to be in opposition to me. You know what I mean? Cause I don't ask for you not to be loyal. I don't pull you. You know what I'm saying?
And you know the line? The V. The V.
But I expect to be respectful and just not in an aggressive, angry way, more so in a
You know what?
processing.
And also too, if you and her mom can like show
Oh.
you together, but
Oh,
you'll
that's
get there.
ideal. That's ideal. We ain't there yet.
You'll get there.
Yeah. Well, I know. Well, maybe, but I know that because everybody don't want to be better.
Listen, time.
Yeah, but everybody don't want that. I was just saying like what's good for me and what that makes sense to me and you might not make sense to that one. You know what I'm
Not
saying?
yet.
Yeah.
Life will make you. Life will do.
I know. I'm cooling. I got.
Hey, but you've been through this journey with Blue for all
I
these
just
years.
I just gotta be peaceful. But back to the question. Question is about the male ego, right?
He's deflecting.
He deflected.
Well, I don't want to get off. I don't want to get off.
Yeah,
I don't want
saw
to get
that
off topic because I could talk about my
Okay,
kid
male
situation
ego.
all day.
I'm
It's about
sorry.
male ego.
Okay.
The question was, how many relationships you think ended because the male ego wouldn't let go? One of the egos wouldn't let go of the situation. I gotta hold the microphone over here so they can hear you.
Be more specific.
The male ego not letting go
Let go of what?
of whatever the argument was. Like say, let's talk about. Say I got a girl, right? So me and my girl get together, and we get to beefing about her going out with her girlfriends, right? We get to beef about her going out with her girlfriends. She want to go out. She want to wear a skirt. I don't like how short the skirt is. We get to beefing and arguing. It's a simple conversation, and maybe if my tone of voice, maybe me trying to like big up and like, I'm the man. You should be listening to me, and I'm trying to put down my man, right? And instead of talking to her and being like, listen, babe, make sure if you with me, you don't need to dress like that, right? I could just have a conversation with her about my boundaries, but instead, I'm making it a bigger deal than it needs to be, and she feels disrespected, and we can't come down for because she like, this man supposed to treat me better than that, and I'm like, she supposed to respect me better than that, and we never come back to terms about having a conversation like, hey, I was a little upset, my feelings got in the way. She's like, yeah, I was a little upset about the way you came at me, my feelings got in the way, but I love you too, and get into a common ground. But we don't get to that point because I'm mad, she mad, so we stay mad, relationship ends.
I think it's just a lack of immaturity.
You
Honestly.
think? Well, of course in that scenario, but how frequently do you think that happens?
I think it probably happens more to people who are, what, 30 and under.
You try to say because they kids?
Yeah.
You think that's a kid thing? That's not an ego thing?
No.
You know some mature adults. That's what it is.
No, listen, it takes, okay, speaking for a man, I think it takes at least a man until they may be in their late 30s, maybe early 40s to really mature to be a man. You might have male responsibilities, but to be a grown ass man, no, it takes years. And stuff like that ain't gonna matter.
How do
So
you define the
what, she
male
has
ego?
a-
How do you define the male ego? I'm just curious because I'm trying to have a conversation about ego, so I'm curious what your definition of male ego is.
A man that's full of himself, a man that feels like he gotta be right, although he might be wrong. Arrogant.
So to you, ego is a bad thing.
No, I think it can. It's confidence as well, but I think
What's
it
the
can be
difference between
somewhere-
ego and confidence?
I think ego is just taking confidence too far, where it gets to a point where you lose the person or the audience that you're trying to grasp the attention of.
So I've heard people say inflated ego and then just ego, right? So like when you said inflated, with an inflated confidence would be ego. So that's like exaggerated confidence, and then you could have exaggerated you know what I'm saying? Like it's just like over the top. Because I think ego could be simple as just like I don't like. Maybe you give me some advice on my daughter, right? And or how to father my daughter, and I'm like, yeah, I'm offended by you thinking you need to coach me on being a dad. I'm a man. I'm a dad. I do this.
Well, here's the thing. I can really get that because everybody don't need to know what you're thinking. And usually when people ask you what they're thinking, they actually want to know. So I think like to provide proactively your thoughts and opinions on somebody who don't want to hear it, that's wrong in itself.
Yeah, it's called tact. You should have a little tact when you talk to people. And so another question is, When do you think the ego is the biggest? When a man is broke, or when a man is rich? When is the ego the biggest? Kev like, oh snap, hold on, I get Kev's like, oh snap. He didn't even think about that question. He was like, wait a minute, that's a question? He didn't get that one yet.
I say rich.
Yeah, I ain't getting down there.
Rich? Kev, what about you, big dog?
I would. My first inclination would say rich, but I know some broke dudes that got big egos, man.
Don't they?
Yeah. So I'm gonna say broke, man.
Broke egos are the biggest ego? Broke
Yeah,
people?
I'm gonna say broke, man. I know.
Why you say rich? Hey, bro, why? Oh snap, my bad. Why you say rich? I had the camera on me, and I was on share when I put it on you. My bad.
Because they may feel like they have the right because they have a certain level of financial, they're some type of level, financial level.
So they feel like they better off.
Yeah.
And Kev, why you say broke people have bigger egos?
Cause I know some broke dudes, man.
Is this your experience?
Their confidence is out of this
Give me
world.
an example.
Huh?
Did you think that guy John used to date had an ego?
Who that?
Remember that guy John used to date with the accent? You think he had an ego?
Which one?
John.
Yeah, you can't be saying names all over the joint, man. Damn. Bro. Oh, you talking about dark skinned dude?
Yeah.
You know what you're talking about?
All right, my last one, guys. My last question before I get up out of here. Do my last question. I didn't do a good job with the camera at all, but we're going to make it work.
Hold on, Blue. We're gonna figure this one out.
This guy. Don't you remember?
Oh yeah, I remember him. Yeah.
Did you think he had an ego?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Here, question, last question, right? So yes or no question.
Yeah. Okay. No.
Let's do a question.
Yes.
Egos ruin more than it protects.
No.
Ego ruins more than it protects.
I say no.
You say no? Why?
Because you have to have a certain sense of self-awareness to be who you are. So if you don't have any ego, then you're nobody. So I say no.
All right. Abel, what about you?
I don't have ego.
Ego ruins more than it protects. Yes or no?
I think it depends.
You got to pick yes or no.
You know what?
Then you can explain, right?
With the kids.
You can say yeah, but some because da or no, but you know these are things gonna be yeah, but you gotta choose which one.
Oh yeah.
Of course, nothing's absolute. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay, let's go with it can ruin.
you think it ruins more, and then why?
Because I think a lot of times when people have an ego, they don't really know how to deal with it. They don't know how to master it where it can work in their favor.
Nah, his walk is terrible.
This is every time I ask the question.
I got the Michael Jordan game.
All right, question, Scrapes. Ego ruins more things than it protects. Yes or no? Why? Why?
I'm trying to think.
Huh? I'll fight for a hamburger. You feel me? Like it'll take much to get a nigga get it popping.
Cam Jones.
Huh?
I think you lost your one.
My win? My one? Nah, nigga. You talking about like lost what one?
Cam Jones, man. And so yes,
Probably. I ain't gonna lie to you. Probably. I probably lost that dude. Shit was perfect. Fucked that all up.
That's aura. Aura is not ego.
I was the man. Now I feel like a piece of shit. I should listen. It wasn't easy. She got on my fucking nerves.
That chick called you short.
Yeah, she probably was the one.
She might have been the one, bro.
She might have been the one. I don't know. We just had dinner the other day though, so I don't know.
Hey, Blue, hold on. We just figured it out.
I'm not figuring out nothing. I gotta ask the man a question.
Aura, not an ego.
You don't want to ask her a question. I'm gonna argue.
But
Does this nigga think he's 12 years old? He ain't just tell me he got an aura. Hey, someone tell Kathy or Unc. He ain't talking about I got an aura. What the fuck? What are you, a 6th grader?
He an OG.
I got an aura. I got skibbity Riz. Skippity Ohio Riz. Pat your hips. Pat your
I got an aura, man.
Ain't got no damn. All right, question, man.
What's up? What's the question?
He got the fork in the food, digging with his hand. My man is out of control. Yeah, what's wrong with you? You passing it over? Get that shit out my face.
What's the question?
He real. Hey, man, you want? I'm real, man. That's what I'm talking about.
What's the
Question is, ego ruins more things than it protects. Yes or no?
Oh, absolutely.
Why?
Absolutely. Because your ego.
You gotta hold it. Cause I can't hold it for you. It's messing my wrist up.
Yeah, the reason why it destroys more than it protects is because the ego gets in the way of a person's judgment when situations come up. You got to make decisions, right? So a lot of times when a person's ego is inflated, it gets in the way of logical sense in situations because your ego plays into your emotions also. So everybody knows you don't make life-altering decisions with emotion. You do it with logic, so that way you don't get caught up. So your ego ties into a lot of things. It's interwoven into the fabric of your being.
So for you, ego will ruin more than it will protect.
It does. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta shut your ego off and take a look at it objectively, and without any kind of external noise or interference. Because when it's all said and done, if the second you let your ego get in the way of making a sound decision, then you're setting yourself up for failure. Think about all the major things that have happened in this world in history, where a person's ego got in the way when they made a decision and everything went wrong. It happens more than we care to acknowledge. Mostly when people in principal positions of high leadership is when you see it, or they're in positions of great influence. Their ego gets in the way when they try to make a critical decision, and it can affect thousands, millions.
I can see that. So like great men just have more check of their ego. I like that.
It's just something that if you peel back the onion on it and just look at the history of it and see how it ended up at the end state of it, you'll see it. It repeats itself all the time.
I still feel like ego is necessary to an extent. Just can't figure out where to put it. Okay, I'm gonna ask you, Sean. We're gonna finish with you, Sean. Last question. First off, what's up, my brother? How you doing, man? You coming through Sunday?
Next Sunday.
All right, cool. Ego ruins more things than it protects. Yes or no?
I think so, man.
Yes or no? So yes.
I think so.
Okay. Next question is why? Why?
Because it misguides you. It misguides you and replaces it with not.
You are highly photogenic, by the way. Like I've been doing this all day. You have the best camera angles. You're highly photogenic. Go ahead.
Should I put a pause in here?
It's kind of gay, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Hey, look, I'm gonna give you flowers.
Coconut water? Now you gonna say this? So I think that because I think that the ego kind of roots you in your feelings, and you gotta rise above your emotions. As an adult, as a man, who has the ability or the luxury to just be in their feelings? Who, Blue? It's two kinds of people.
Children and women.
All right, man. So we don't have that luxury. So I think the ego will root you in your pride, the feeling of proudness, and you know what I mean. But that's like, if we take that all away, are you still not a man? You still not pay those bills? Or can you still open up the can of whoop ass and cause protection? And I'm not saying this for you because I can resonate how that would make me feel having and seeing another man take my kid, or just the thought of it. I know how that would make me feel, right? So now we're talking about my feelings. I'm not saying that that's your story.
Yeah. I'm gonna say my story. Don't get fucked up. I don't care.
I know, but I can understand that feeling. Right?
Yeah, that's why I said it too, because I was like, you and I can understand that because of how much we value, right?
But we're not talking about our feelings. We're talking about masculinity. That's why I'm like, so
yeah. No. I'm not switching it, but I love the fact that your mindset, something I can appreciate, is that you have a mindset where you can you can have an emotional response, but not be in the emotion with the way you respond.
But don't get it twisted.
But if there is an emotional response,
don't get it twisted. I get it that feeling will mess with me to the point where I think that it's messing with my masculinity, but it's not. I'm still dealing with my feelings.
No, I completely agree. But so that's where it gets not convoluted. That's where the confusion happens with ego and confidence, right? That's where the confusion happens with masculinity and ego. The confusion happens when the emotion gets into it, which he was talking about earlier, was that ego will fuck with your emotions. Ego will have you if you're in your ego, you're literally in an emotion. It's an emotional state. It's an emotional state. Ego is an emotional car.
bars, man. You get that to the women and kids, man. We good.
I don't see the. I do understand it feels good to appease my ego. But if I do so at the expense of something, there's a price tag to it. There's a price tag. There's no price tag to it, I'm cooling.
Here goes a great example of when I think the ego is good. And I want you to be real. Be logical and be real. Don't be egotistical. Give me a real, respectfully, tiger answer.
Okay.
All right? Real. Do you think you can take a bear?
Fuck no.
No, right?
A bear?
A bear.
Nah.
But if that bear was on top of your daughter,
I'm gonna try my hardest to get in there.
your
Like,
ego's going
first off,
back into your feelings.
it don't even matter. It don't even matter what happening. Yo, she gets a spider, nigga. Get up out of here. Get up out of
Well,
here.
your ego's gonna be triggered to be like, yo, my daughter's in danger. I still gotta help her. But
So in that situation, I would call that pride on, not pride, it'd be responsibility. What's what I'm looking for? Responsibility is the best way I can find. Whereas ego would be like, yo, I'll kill a bear over my kid. That's the ego talking, right? I could beat a gorilla over my daughter.
What do you think happens when you see that bear over top of your daughter? You get that feeling.
You ain't hear about-
I will beat a bear.
You ain't hear the homie that his kid got kidnapped? The guys jumped out the car with the blick. He ran in the house and left his 5-year-old outside. They scooped the 5-year-old up and put him in the car and drove off with him. He was outside with his kid. They ran out, they got out, they parked the car in the front, jumped out, put the blick to him. He ran, but left the 5-year-old outside on the bike on the driveway. The kid ran, he ran in the house, the kid ran to the backyard. They went after the kid, chased him to the house, picked the kid up, scooped him, and put him in the car and drove off with him. I think they got the kid back. I don't remember. It was on the news.
You don't know what West Coast, East Coast.
I saw the story and was like, couldn't be me, bro.
That's cold.
Couldn't be me, bro.
I mean, if you, hey, all fair and love and war, that's vicious right there, though. If you got an op and you don't stop that, you know what I mean? Like,
Nah, you can't live like that. I don't care how much kind of beef you got. When you got a family, if you in situations where you already got a family, if you already got a family and you in a situation where some shit like that can happen to you, then you're not doing right by your family. I don't give a fuck. You're not doing right by. There's nobody.
I'm talking about the dude that ran or the dude in the van?
Dude that ran.
No, I ain't talking about him. I'm talking about the dudes in the van.
Oh yeah.
Like sometimes
they was on some yeah.
Like you going past the point of no return.
I'm not mad at them because that's what they do.
Right.
That's what they do. They
about.
did what they do.
Right.
I'm saying if you got a family, you don't do that no more. Right. You got no business. You got no business with them. You got no business with them because what they willing to give up, are you willing to give that up?
Don't let me out.
Can't do it. Yeah. He screaming, "Daddy!" You in the house looking through the window. Kid scooped up, getting pulled to a van. Dad, can you imagine your kid screaming for you?
I can't.
And you in the house scared to come outside?
Not over that situation.
Scared to come outside?
Not over that situation.
First off, you ran in the house and left him. Now he's screaming for you because he knew you was right there.
This is the time to die.
You know, the ride home from the police station, because they got the kid back. The ride home from the police station had to be awkward as shit.
Something you looking at like
So you just gonna leave me? So what? So I still gotta take the trash out? Or you gonna run away?
I'm daddy now.
You know what I'm saying? That's crazy work. So question, do you think that, why do you think men take being vulnerable as being weak?
It is.
Vulnerability is weakness?
It's a form of weakness, yeah. Because you're leaving yourself unprotected. You're not defending yourself. So you.
All right, we back. Yeah, we back.
Yeah, you allowing yourself to be completely exposed with no defense and be real. You know what I mean? Like, hey man, tell me your deepest, darkest secrets. You know what I mean? Well, I'm gonna trust in you with these secrets that happen to be my weaknesses. You know what I mean? So yeah, that is. It's essentially a weakness. Like, what are the points that you can get knocked out? Show me.
Right.
Temple, liver. Now show me your boxing stance. Everywhere being protected.
Absolutely.
Here's being protected, liver by the elbows, kidney by the elbow. You're being protected. If I to be vulnerable, I'm gonna be like, Blue, I want no problems. Hit me. Hit me.
No.
Here.
Not even hit me. Come into a boxing match with your hands up like, look, man, let's just not fight. Let's just not fight.
That's being completely vulnerable because you're not protecting none of your.
But now that's in a position of an op. But like, I've never been vulnerable with a woman where it did not backfire on me to some extent. In a relationship. I've never been vulnerable with a woman in a relationship. And I don't know many men who's been vulnerable with a woman in a relationship where it did not come back to them. I ain't saying the relationship ended. I'm saying where she said something snarky, where she's jabbed at it, where she's referenced something else. And what I mean by that is like, he'll go out and he'll play a game, or he'll want to go hang out with his boys, and you'd be like, well, you know what? I can get why you be with your boys all the time because your father wasn't really in your life like that. So I can see why you need to be around men all the time.
Yeah,
it's like,
you know what,
why would you say something like
those
that?
are the type of women that lack maturity and lack understanding. And I don't mean that as no shots, because everybody needs time to mature. But if she really understood the bigger picture and what happened with you and the trajectory of what's going to happen in life, you as a man walking through this life as a generation, like right now, what our generation is from, let's just say from the 1970s all the way to 2050. That's the time that everybody that we rub elbows with has an impact to really push the narrative forward, whether that's invention of the internet, whether that's invention of flying cars, or just like a mental, you know what I mean, development and upgrade.
I'm so curious what the fans sound like in the microphone. I'm realizing it's mad loud. I wonder if the microphone is... Bye, bro.
Had to cover the mic. Hey, edit this. Are we live?
We live.
Are we live?
Yeah, we live, but all good.
Bye, nigga.
All right, homie. Catch you later, homie. Catch you later, dog. Yay, yay. Crazy word. All right, man. We're gonna holler. They can't hear nothing. They can't hear nothing. The microphones, right? Condenser mics. They don't hear shit. Yeah. So, all right, Sean. Appreciate you for your answers today, man. Getting up out of here, guys. Yeah. So, thank you guys for watching. You know, we back. We're gonna do it one show at a time. Catch you guys next time. Peace.